And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another special episode of the Simply Awesome podcast. That's right, we're back. Host, hashtag Poppy, and my co-host, Royalstatik,
Yes, sir. You
back to
back up
give
in
you
this
guys,
thing.
some more, um, how you say, properly uncivilized side of the podcast content.
Yes,
Uh,
sir. Getting
yeah, we
into it.
back. Been a little minute,
Getting
Um,
into it, man.
we just ready to give you guys some more good, great content. And how you feeling, world?
I'm feeling good, man. Feeling good. Can't complain. Can't complain. How you feeling?
Feeling better. Of course, in life, people have a lot of trials and tribulations and things that might not, you know, go go the way that they envision, and
Yeah, that's true.
or even uh, plan out for things to go. Um, sometimes I guess people feel like your life is already written out or predestined, predetermined, and maybe in some ways that might be true, but in some
Mm,
ways, uh, life just happens. So uh, you just take it, as it comes, right?
yes, sir.
So, well, for those of you who don't know, or for the world, my father has passed as of July 19th. Natural causes. A lot of people, uh, um, well, a lot of people in this world have not even made it, throughout their full term of life. And respectful natural cause.
Hmm.
You know, a lot of people has been hitting me up trying to see how I've been doing over these past few weeks and days, and asking me what can they do for me, and how can they be there, and things of that nature, man. But to be honest, when you lose a parent, um, it's there's no quantifiable way to even repair repair the damage, or even if I can even call it damage. It is what it is. It's life. Um, I, I I miss my father. That's first and foremost. But I'm just thankful that he's in a better place and no longer in pain. Um, 73 years of life, man, is it's lifetime. 1949 to make it all the way to your 2020s. And in some ways, I feel relieved because I don't even know what's going to happen this next few years. Chapter, and I'm so happy that um, he left this planet in a place of peace in terms of being around a family and friends and all his loved ones and having all these great memories. Things that can never be replaced. And I'm so thankful just to have spent so much time and love, with my father is a beautiful thing, and I'm truly lucky and blessed to even have a father figure, say, in my life, throughout my entire life, and not too many people even can, can say that. A lot of times is especially when come young boys, they just have to have the mother playing a role of father and and mother, and to have a positive, role model, because my dad wasn't in gangs and in drug lifestyle, and he's came from Southern Carolina, from farm. Always made sure that you know me and all his kids had everything that he needed to do in order to live throughout this society. Uh, stand up dude, car salesman, worked for Juvenile Justice Center here in Baltimore. Um, Knew a lot of people, and a lot of people came to him for advice or for assistance, and I have nothing but positive things to say, and the people who showed up for his memorial had nothing but positive things to say, and my father truly helped this world and helped this community, and um, it's, I you know I wrote a speech for him, for his memorial, and I felt like I left so much on the table. There's so much that I still wanted to say, and I felt I needed to say it here on the podcast. It's about like how much of a genuine guy my dad was, and he taught me to do everything the right way, no matter the 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 bad things that he did. He always told me to do things the right way. You know, be a good positive role model. For myself. You know, and he always had an optimistic viewpoint on anything in life. There was never no you can't do. It's always yes you can, or he's always there in terms of being a positive reinforcement that everybody needs. Everybody needs positive reinforcements, and a lot of times, a lot of people go in life and go throughout this life and feel like they don't need anybody. That's the bullshit. We all need somebody, and whether it was my dad or his mother, grandfather, or Uncle Joe from down the street, we all need positive reinforcement. We all need to know that there's somebody out there who loves to care for us and wants us see us do better, succeed, and you know, and just that one person who believes in you can carries a lot of weight into creating a nice, positive, safe community. His encouragement has made me into a better person, and it took me places to where I never even knew I could be at, just because of his humbleness and his positive messages, and nothing will ever be the same. It will never be the same. I can't recreate those moments and the feelings that my dad was able to provide for me and the rest of my siblings. And each day that goes by, like you try to cope, and there's a lot of things and memories that pop up that make you know be filled up with emotions. But what I can say is that I always know that he's with me, and I always know to honor him as much as I can, and keep our family name in the forefront of everybody's minds. And uh, I know, um, unfortunately, I didn't have any kids, while he was here, or even got married or accomplished some things that I wanted to accomplish while he was here. Um, uh, but yet still, I do have siblings who were able to do those things for him as well. So as far as sisters providing those grandchildren for him, and several marriages as well. So you know, and some things just wasn't in my cards, while he was alive, and I can't feel bad about that, but I can continue to live my life, and to honor him as much as possible, and knowing that what he did, him being there, created a branch of new meaningful lives. Me, my sisters, uh, my nieces and nephews, and he gave us a chance to create something special, and I love him forever for that. It's tough.
Thank you for sharing that, co-host. Of course, I knew about this because we family and I was there with this, but thank you for sharing that with the world. Man, Uncle was a great person. Always had positivity. Always had a great word to say. Never talked bad. He was a man's man, a real family man. He was very well respected in the community.
Yes, it's definitely.
It's crazy because I remember Uncle my phone was talking. They were talking about kids just come up to them. They was out on the street saying, "Hey, you changed my life. Hey, you did this. Hey, you did that." And I'm like, you don't realize how much you affect somebody when you're in their life. Especially when they were doing their job at juvenile justice, like they will affect the kids every day.
Every day.
And people be like, "Hey, you saved me for this. You made me turn my life down this different path." because the words and actions that they spoke, and they did.
Definitely. And I think that's also part of the reason why I love teaching. I feel like just one, if I can even get through to one kid to be on that straight and narrow and focus and um, focus on what they need to do and be prepared to be ready adults, man. I think that makes a huge difference. And I can look back and maybe 5, 6 years from now, they can come back and say thank you or see me on and say, hey, that's Mr. Nelson. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a good guy, you know.
yeah.
And I think that's just, that makes it all worth.
That's an amazing thing right there. Again, Coach, I don't know what you're going through because I've never lost a prayer, but I'm here for you. If you need anything, again, I told you, Nani reached out and said if you need anything, contact her, man.
Mhm.
Again, man, this is a tough process of grieving. I've never lost a prayer, but I've lost people close to me, and it's a process, it's a long process. I don't know how you gonna make it through this. I don't know what you're gonna do to make it through, but I know you will make it through this.
Well,
Because everybody grieves in a different way.
I'll give you a tidbit. Most of my grieving came was while he was still alive, while he was still um, in his bed and going through hospice, and knowing that the end is near, but yet having your father's essentially trapped in his own body and knowing that he's not even fully himself, and days and nights and just come and go, and you feel helpless and it's like torture for not only him for me, and it you always feel so fucked up because you just like fuck, I want to just push him over the hill just so it can fucking stop, you know,
Yeah,
and not to be so ill or negative, but this way I
to
just
stop the
want the
suffering.
suffering to stop, and
Understand?
I
Understand?
just want to not even think about, oh, is today the day that it comes to the end. And when you live day in day out, that makes you lose a piece of yourself each and every day, having those thoughts, right? And it comes to a point where the only way I get through the day is just to put that aside and act like it doesn't exist. But knowing in the back of my mind, like uh, throughout the night, is like, is he still going to be here, or is it like, it's an undescribable feeling, um, and I'm just more relieved that he's in a better place and that we all can move on, no matter how hard it's going to be for us to, the rest of our lives, you
Yeah,
know, and it just ultimately help me learn to appreciate things more, appreciate the time you have with people that you come in contact with, close friends and family, because that thing can just be gone like this. Like, it's instantaneous. And I was lucky to see my dad pass through natural causes.
yeah.
Ain't no telling whether the rest of us are gonna leave through natural causes,
That's
you know?
true. That's very true.
And you know, we say we have to have the love on one another and process the times that we share with each other, and let some of the petty beef and bullshit just subside and focus on living life in a positive manner, and hopefully not only for our family but other families and within the community can understand that as well, and that we are the community. We run we run how society is based upon how we live for ourselves, right?
That's true.
And yeah, it made me more humble and appreciative for each and everything, just life in general, and to really take control of my life and be more assertive and make sure I stay within the moment and relish everything and not take anything for granted.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that, co-host.
What's that?
The audience, me and the audience appreciate that, man.
All right, now that we got that out of the way,
Except the way
we can
we gonna,
try to get some topics.
we gonna get into something that's very, very topical right now, and very sad. Well, not well, say it because of the outcome. I say it because of what happened. Tory Lanez.
Mm.
The Megan Stallion Tory Lanez case is officially over right now. Tory Lanez has been sentenced to 10 years in prison. Now, of course, he had some appeals. He can go through other avenues. He could try to reduce his sentence or something like that, but he's going to do at least 10 years in jail right now. That's 10 years. It seems like a lot, but that's the minimum he could do. 5 for the gun, 5 for the charges, which is not bad considering the charges he has. Hopefully, he hold his head, do his time, and hopefully, he don't get deported at the end of that shit. He may well be getting out of the country as soon as that 10 years up. He's like, all right, get your ass out of jail, get about this country, you go, brother.
Mm.
Because people gotta remember, he's a Canadian citizen. Down in America with a legal gun. He got legally owned because he's not an American citizen. As far as I know, he ain't got no green card. He ain't got no dual citizenship. Like he was legally down here working, but he didn't have, he didn't have an American citizenship.
Man, I tell you, like the alcohol and guns don't mix.
Hopefully, his 10 years gives him time to reflect on his life and decisions, and come back out and become a
I,
better
you
artist.
know, I I feel bad for him from the standpoint that it could have been like um just a moment where he lost himself and that one bad decision he made just altered everything, you know.
But all it takes is one bad moment to change the course of your life.
That's true. And also I do feel like the case is um there's a lot more to the story than was given.
Well,
And
well, well again, certain stuff can't be said because it's certain stuff will be kicked out pre-trial. They'll say, "Oh, we'll exclude this, we'll do that, do this," and certain stuff doesn't come up because they say it's not relevant to the case. But yeah, as far as we know, the trial went through, and he was found guilty doing 10 years. Now, if somebody else actually did it and he does his 10 years no snitch, that's gonna be crazy.
yeah,
I wouldn't do that shit. I'd be like, look, it's them. Because I'm trying to stay in my career on him. But hey, if he would, if he
yeah,
if he allegedly didn't do this, I'm saying allegedly because he's been charged with this. And we know he has, according to the law, he has done it. But if somebody else allegedly did it and he's covering for them, that's a sad thing for him to go down and do the 10 years for.
and well the thing is that everybody goes towards like what was the motive if you know him shooting Megan Thee Stallion? Like
I don't know what the
if
money
he
was.
actually did it,
All we know is Meg got shot.
what would he possibly have like nobody granted he was drunk. They all were drunk. Nobody like him in his right mind or even in his drunk mind like would say like what is a good outcome of him shooting a high profile superstar woman like and like even if somebody I think you know that that doesn't fare too well for him
You would
and
think so. You
just
would think so, but you know, people don't be thinking. People don't be
just
thinking.
doesn't make sense, right? It's so far out of left field that for people who are quote unquote Tory defenders, you just And I mean, what's well within that right is like it just doesn't make sense for him to go ahead and allegedly shoot her, right? As
Man,
to
these Tory
what
defenders get the
she
fuck out
think,
here.
like
I don't defend none of
intentionally.
these niggas. I don't defend not one of these, but I don't know none of these people. I don't defend none of these people. Only people person I can defend is me.
That's true.
Cause
But
you
we do,
say something about somebody, hey,
well, we do know that allegedly he did fire or even have a gun in his possession, which he should not have. So
although it was
I'm saying
confirmed he had the
sometimes,
don't know.
so
We don't know if we weren't there, so we don't know
and
if he
he
actually
wasn't
shot
supposed
it,
to have a
but
gun
he had the
in the
gun. Yeah.
first place. So
Nope.
unfortunately, sometimes you put yourself in those situations, and
He fucked up.
you know things could be go way out of your control. So
But hopefully Megan said
prayers for Tory Lanez and his family,
uh,
prayers for Megan
prayers for
Stallion
Meg.
as well.
Hold, do your time, Tori. Don't be a bitch. Do your time, man.
Do your time,
Come out as a better person. Hopefully, if you get an appeal it right. Maybe get you get your
So what he got?
family
About 10
release.
years. They think he give him about 300 plus days already. Probably get out in about 5, 6 years. You think?
It's state in the state time. You gotta do 65% of the state. So he'll probably do like 5 years, 5 6 years.
At least five. Probably get out around about six. At worst, probably get out at in 8 years.
If it's state charges, because fair time you gotta do 85%. At least they don't get out like state other feds, but the state I think you gotta do 65%. So he should be out like 5 years.
Yeah, I think about 5 or 6 ish. I think he probably be out.
Let's say you have 300. Let's say you have 300 days countable. Let's say you do 5 years. Let's say you do 300 days right there. Do 65 more. That's a whole year. They say that they count that year as good time, whatever. Let's say you do 5 years all together in jail. 5 years, not including the 300 he already done. It is they count the 300 as good days. They say you do 5 years exactly. He'll be out in 5 years.
Yeah,
I think that's enough time for him to actually get his life together and say, okay,
yeah,
these are the
come
mistakes
back,
I made.
continue his career, and
He still has time to, he'll still be a fairly young man. He's like 20 something, 30 right now, so he'll be about mid
well,
30s.
32, 30, 30. I think like 32
Oh, so
ish.
he'll be like what, late 30s,
So
late 30s, young man.
come back about 38, 39.
He still has time to do his career, man. That's time he's gonna miss, but he got to do time, man.
Yeah, don't. But it goes to show you don't let temporary moments, be life, give you bad lifelong outcomes.
Yeah, man. One wrong move will change your whole life in a good or bad way.
Yeah. Stay
Let's
sober, y'all.
just don't carry the blicky illegally either.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's go towards some more stuff to deal with. Get locked up. Your boy, the orange Cheeto got another indictment going on, man. There's like 5 indictments right there, man. He got like I think like 80 something felonies
I mean, that's your boy. Now,
between New York, Miami, and Miami and DC.
you
And
said, boy, you
I
said
think he
make
got like
America great again, right?
oh I ain't never said that, bro. America never
Bring
been
back
great.
the do rags.
Bro,
Bring
yeah,
back the do rags.
bring back do rags. I do say bring back do rags, but America never been great, buddy. But no,
Man,
Trump could do
what's your
like
boy Don do this time? We know.
it's another indictment. He got an indictment every damn week. He doing too much illegal shit.
But then he just get out.
That was the third one. I think this is the fourth one that just got put on. I think he facing like 80 something felonies between all four cases. I think it's like 100 something years, 100
Do
plus
you think?
years.
All right, let's keep it real. Do we actually think he's actually want to do some real time? Do we think this? Or all this just smoking mirrors, just for the news and tabloids, just to get a
No,
hold of
these
things.
are real charges, man. If he don't get no damn super brainwash cultist Trump supporters, oh, he doing time. Now how much time he gets it depends on the judge. Because judges they have mandatory sentences, but judges do have leeway on why they sentence you.
Well, I mean, anytime he gets, he's more than likely. I don't think. probably won't see. No,
Well, he could always get part by a president. He could always get a president of the party.
but I'm saying he's like 90. How old is he? 80,
No, he's like
80
70
something.
something. He's like 70 something.
He's still in his 70s. I don't
He's
know.
like 70. Let's look this out. Let's look this out. Hold on. Let's look this out. So, let's see how old President Trump is. President Trump is
Former
77
president.
years old.
Former president.
They all still president. They're not current president. They're all like President Obama. They're all.
Former
He's
president.
77.
Okay.
President Trump is
I don't
77
know.
years old. So
All right. If he
he,
does get, if he
if
does
he's
get
convicted of
convicted,
all this, he died in jail.
if he gets convicted of um one of the families or all of them,
Oh no,
how do
it's
you
like
think?
80 felonies between 4 indictments.
Yeah, I know he's being charged with everything. I understand at this point, but I'm saying if he actually does time, how do you think the Trump supporters will react? Do you think
They'll
it'll
say
be
they'll say he was set up. They'll say it's all a conspiracy against him. They didn't want him to run for president again. All that other shit. Like
now?
he's a known
Do you,
liar and a cheater. Like the
but do
fuck.
you think there'll be any hostile acts or any
Oh, you
maybe
know they gonna act.
violence?
They gonna act
Or
that ass. They are going to act an ass for that
I'm
man.
thinking that's what I think. I think it's gonna be worse than than insurrection.
They gonna act the ass about that man if he actually go to jail.
And then that's what we call like powerful people when they can we actually can when you're that type of person to actually draw a large crowd of people and and them being stands essentially and
These, I'm
that's
sorry to say
dangerous.
it, but these people are cultists. They're in a cult of Trump and MAGA. I don't
Yeah.
know how else to say it. Again, I'm not down on their beliefs. They can believe in what they like. They can follow whoever they want. But these people are literally active. If you look up what cultists do, they're literally cultists. They blindly follow these people and listen to everything they say and do not actually fact check or do research on their own. They say, okay, if that's what they telling me, that's right. I don't get what nobody else say. You can't change my mind about it. Like, bro, you can't even have a different opinion. Nobody can tell you, hey, look at it this way, or hey, this is the actual result of something. They say, no, those are lies, those are fake results, fake news, all that stuff. Like, come on, now, bro. It's
Right?
sad how brainwashed people is. Now, like, one of the biggest Trump supporters like, oh, I was duped. He lied to us. He said it never happened. Like, bro, they had a picture of the secret document in his bathroom. Like, oh, he didn't have it in the bathroom. And they put out a clip like, oh, it was in the bathroom. Oh, he tell somebody, oh, he did tell somebody about some secret shit they wasn't supposed to know about. Like all the shit he lied about was coming out, and they're like, "Oh, we were lied to, we were duped." I gave millions of dollars to the campaign. Like, are y'all stupid?
Yeah, man.
Like, y'all didn't think about nothing,
And
nothing shit.
right, and we just saw that we even talked about this in pre, but we saw with Casanat kind of give do a giveaway
Oh, whoa,
and
whoa, whoa, whoa. That's the next thing we're gonna talk about. Let's put a pin on
I
that for
know,
1 second.
but I was just making analogies the fact that things can get wild when
Yeah,
you have
fans get
such a
wild. Fans
large
get real wild.
following, you know.
Yeah, fans get real wild. That's the next thing we're gonna talk about right there. All right. So speaking of more, we'll do a jail right now. One of the biggest creators up on Twitch, Kick, any of those YouTube, any of those social media sites. Casa that the most subscribed to, one of the most popular, a young black man in his early 20s. He's very popular on these streaming sites. Um, he did a giveaway up in New York City over the weekend. And the giveaway was they actually showed him rolling up with like him and some of the amp crew like Phantom and some of the other crew members were up there because they live up there. Some of the members live up there or are originally from there. So Kai and a couple of members wanted to do a giveaway or whatever, and hundreds of thousands of people showed up for this giveaway. And there were people on light poles swinging around. There was a young lady, if you see some of the video, the young lady up on a light pole shaking her ass, and dudes were grabbing her and hitting her and all this other stuff. Again, that's not cool. You don't put your hands on people like that. Yeah, you don't assault people. You don't wear nobody's ass or do nothing like that without the person's consent. That's very wrong. We don't agree with none of that shit. They will stomp the cars out. They beat up a street vendor. Now, mind you, Kai did not say if anybody do any of these things. Kai just said, I'm doing a giveaway. Meet me at this location, and we're gonna give some stuff away. But of course, people were acting the ass, acting a fool, basically did a riot and beat people up and did some other stuff. Again, grabbing young ladies and doing other things that we don't condone over here because we don't condone that shit without consent. And Casanet got arrested over the weekend in New York for inciting a riot and a couple other things, but all he was doing was a giveaway. Yes, he was in jail for the weekend. He did not bail out the same day like people were saying. Once you're locked up on a Friday, you don't get out till the Monday. I don't give a fuck what they tell you. The judge not see you till Monday.
Hey,
Unless
bro,
somebody put some crazy strings for that shit. Again, he ain't got no shit like that, but no. He was streaming today.
how responsible should Kai should be for the incident?
No responsibility. Kai has no responsibility for this. He did not tell anybody to do anything. He did not force anybody to do anything. Unlike the former president that told people that incited people, Kai did not incite this riot. All he did was say, show up at this point. I'll be giving things away. He didn't say push anybody, hit anybody, stop, destroy the property, destroy any, beat up any people. He didn't say none of that shit. He just said, gather at this point, this is where I'll be. I'll be giving out some stuff.
Devil's playing devil's advocate. Okay, you're Casanite tonight. You know you have maybe like the largest following all of social media.
That's true,
You know that you draw a lot of attention. A lot of people will show up.
yeah. Yeah, sure.
You, how do you not at least put the necessary steps in order to have enough people to provide order within the situation, right? As far as security, um, placement of the venue for the giveaway, and um, a place where all your fans can safely convene in and out.
All right, mind you, this wasn't a venue. He just said meet me in the park. It's an open park, open to anybody. Secondly, about security, security is only hired for him. It wasn't like this was like some major brand event or something. He had enough security there to protect him. And like he said, hey, I'll do this big event with PlayStation or Coke or something like that where it was an actual sponsored event. No, it was like me as a person. I want to give some stuff away to my fans. Meet me at this open area where we'll probably meet. That's out in the open. This park where it's easy people get to, and I'll give stuff away.
Okay, but you're casting out. You know how your followers or subs can get. They're usually in the age range between maybe what 10 to 18 usually, and you know how amped and crazy. You know they be saying a lot of wild, crazy things within those chats within Twitch, and and
The
and
Twitch streams do go crazy,
and
but the thing, like, he's
and
not
and
responsible for other people's actions, and he didn't tell anyone to do anything. That's the thing. Like, if he
but
said go do
because now
something, they did it.
you
He'd
should
be
you
responsible
should
for it.
be aware of how some of your fans are and how rambunctious that they can be, right?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's like you saying okay. Since you have power dynamic over kids, you're a teacher, right?
Mhm.
And you tell your students, okay, we're going to go out to recess and to have lunch at, let's say you go to the grill park and you get Popeye chicken out that bitch. And you say, kids, stay in this one area, we're going to do something over here. The kids wander off and go do something else. Are you responsible for him doing that other stuff when you told him to stay in the area?
Yes, I am, because at the end of the day, I'm supposed to know my kids. And first of all, I wouldn't even take them there because I know how they are, right?
But the thing is, they're individuals. You can't control every individual.
Well, I can't, but I can control the environment in which I place the people I know in.
Yeah, but the environment was just an open park. It wasn't like he put him in like a club or put him in like a dangerous situation. He really said show up in a regular park, a park that anybody would go to.
Yeah, do you think that that necessarily would be safe, right? Open park for
Why
anybody
would
to
it be?
come in with weapons and treacherous things to torture people, right? Versus having to give away a nice, secure location where you can facilitate people actually coming in and out and have reputable security, as well there. You know what I'm saying?
I understand where you come from, but it still makes sense that he's getting blamed for other people's actions when he didn't tell them to do anything. He didn't force them to do anything. He just said sharply. People want to act wild like wild
But he
animals
did
for no
facilitate
reason.
an opportunity for some things to go left, right?
He facilitated opportunities for a large group of people to be there. That's the only thing I'll give him. He facilitated a large group of people to be in that one area. That's what I'll give him. But things go left with a small group of people. It all depends on who the people are.
Once or did, um, so do you think so? You feel that he bears no responsibility for for his role in the incident?
The only thing he did was gather those people in one area. Like I said, if that's what you want to say he did, yes, he is responsible for gathering the group of people in that one area. Yeah, but their actions, no.
But do you think it would be fair for him to receive any type of penalty or any type of fines or citation for the riot?
No, I think they had plenty of videos from social media and cameras from around the area where they could get the people that actually did the things that got him arrested for. Get the people that stomped on that street vendor. Get the people that stomped on the people cars. Grab the people that were destroying stuff around there. They have plenty of videos on people. They can take them into arrest them and let them get the consequences of their actions. Like how?
Okay, how do you feel about the people in his camp? Do you think it would have been a good idea for him to even have a giveaway of such magnitude, or do you think this would be better planning, or you think that him wanting to do this just in general would have been maybe a shit show, no matter the venue environment that he would have placed based upon his stature within social media atmosphere and having a large following?
I think that the giveaway was a great idea. It was poorly executed. It was a last minute thing. It wasn't like it was most giveaways and stuff are planned weeks, months in advance. Like they actually have something like, okay, we're doing this, they'll do a ramp up or something, and they'll actually have a secured location and things like that. This is a spare moment thing. We're gonna do a giveaway, we're gonna do it here. Bam. It wasn't like, oh, we had months to plan this. And it's did it right there and say, okay, we need somewhere open. We want to give away stuff. We want to reach as many people as we can. We'll tell people within a couple of days that bam, what's gonna happen. No, I think that we need to prepare more in the future to do these things. Yes, I believe that it needs more planning, more security, more thought plan to do this. Yes.
Yeah. And maybe we should give him a little bit of grace because he still is young, and I don't think outside of maybe like Beyonce, Drake, Nicki Minaj, anybody could even understand the level of notoriety or magnitude of having a large following and being responsible in terms of making those type of decisions in terms of giveaways and
Yeah.
doing things for the
But
fans. So
the giveaway wasn't bad. The giveaway wasn't bad. It was the outside element of the people that were
the
there
execution of actually having it.
that made it a bad experience.
Yeah.
And you can't like you can say, oh, I'm a screen of fans and say who could be and who can't, because you don't know who's going to do what.
right. A few years ago, the Travis Scott situation and having that uh unfortunate, tragedy happened where people were trampled essentially in the crowd, and him being placed as being responsible for it, and it's not necessarily his fault. It's like same type of scenario where
Yeah, well, hopefully
we can't
Kyle learns from
control
this.
we can't control everybody. We can't put everything liable on one person.
No, well,
Just
again,
just because just because they're just because they have the name, right?
yeah, just good name. Hopefully Kyle learns from this. He actually does a better job of actually planning this out next time. Has more security and coordinates with the people that need to be coordinated with to keep the crowd in check.
Amen. All right. What we got next?
All right, we have the wildfire on the island of Maui in Hawaii that has left loads of people stranded. If you don't know, for the last day or so, I've seen it on Twitter where there was a wildfire on the island of Maui, Hawaii, and people were jumping, jumping into the ocean to flee the island because the wildfires are so bad. People were getting treated at the local hospital for smoke inhalation and burns from the fire. The Coast Guard had to pick a lot of people up from the damn ocean because they had to dive in to get away. There are loads of injuries. If you look up Maui wildfire right now, you'll see like the whole island basically burned the fuck up. It's really crazy. Give me
Jeez.
1 second. Let me find it real quick. Hold on.
Press for the people in Maui.
Where's for
Yeah, and
Hawaii, man?
in Hawaii just in general, they have a lot of volcanoes. And, we worry about the volcanoes erupting. More or less, wildfires is something that we've been doing here with, in North America, Canada, the wildfires. Normally in California, wildfires as well. It's a tremendous thing that people are dealing with, and it's just one of those unfortunate things that comes with nature. It's sad. It's
Sorry, sorry.
unfortunate. It's nothing really that
Where's the that, man?
nobody, really can do about that. And
Yeah.
oh my God,
If y'all can
jeez.
see this, this is I think one of the fires or whatever. This is the actual this is like the aerial view of the island. That shit is gone. That's burnt to a
Ah
crisp.
man,
I think we have
like the Jurassic Park.
this is
Evacuations are now underway on Hawaii's Big Island in the Maui area. Insane footage from inside the island shows how devastating this is. Here's a map of exactly where these wildfires are. On Maui's west side, 911.
hold on, let me try to get the sound on here. We gotta hear this. Hold me 1 second. Let me let me stop sharing real quick. Hold on, let me go back. Share sound. I'm gonna go back to it. Give me 1 second.
Wildfires are happening now. Evacuations are now underway on Hawaii's Big Island in the Maui area. Insane footage from inside the island shows how devastating this is. Here's a map of exactly where these wildfires are. On Maui's west side, 911 services are currently down. All resorts and commercial districts officially have no communication. This is due to several cell phone towers being destroyed. A Category 4 hurricane is also hitting this area at the same time, making these fires even worse. The National Guard has been activated to help local responders. Major airlines that service Hawaii are now trying to help tourists and all visitors escape the island. More than 120 flights are supposed to go out today. Maui County officials have closed down all roads except for emergency responders. Officials are saying that by tomorrow the wind should slow down and also there should be some rain. However, the Chief of Communications and Public Affairs said that these fires are nowhere near contained. He mentioned that there's about 2,000 people stuck at the airport with no place to go. These flames have also destroyed local homes and tourist districts. He stated that they're mostly concerned about the western part of the island. If you have any friends or family that live here or are visiting the island, please reach out to them and make sure they're safe. Stay safe, stay informed, and follow me for the latest travel.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's tough. It's
this is
sad,
this is
Oh
another
my
hopefully,
gosh, look at the harbor.
look at this shit.
Oh my gosh.
That's gone. The harbor is gone.
Oh my gosh. Oh my.
yeah. Um,
Man, prayers
what can you
Hawaiian
say,
brothers.
man? Prayers for people in Maui, man.
Yeah, prayers
Prayers soon.
Hawaiian brothers and sisters, man.
Hopefully, it won't be too many refugees that comes out of the situation. Hopefully, that they can recover as soon as possible.
Hopefully these people had housing and rental insurance. Hopefully these businesses had wildfire insurance or some type of fire insurance or natural disaster insurance, I should say.
Right.
Um, hopefully people can pick up the pieces. I know people lost their homes, lost everything in there, lost their precious memories like their photo albums, pictures, clothes, sentimental items, computers, Xboxes, like their whole lives are gone from this fire. So hopefully these people again had insurance or something in place that can help them pick up the pieces. That's tough to recover from. That's very tough to recover from. And because most of these people probably won't go back to the island because they might try to go back, but most of them won't. Like once it's gone, it's gone. You gotta
Yeah. I
try
mean,
to
it's gonna be
resettle
tough.
somewhere
It's
else.
gonna be tough. Once you used to having regular civilization to at least to what they were accustomed to might be a little bit hard for them.
Well,
And
I
even
think they went to
even
they got
think about both the emotional trauma and the mental trauma that think about somebody even having to essentially go towards the ocean in order to save their lives. It's kind of
yeah, man. You gotta abandon everything else
a
and get
lot.
to the family street. That's a whole lot. Again, hopefully these people had some type of insurance or something in place so they can get their lives back on track once they get through this, man. Cause it's a whole
100%.
lot. All right, let's go to the brawl. The rule of all, man. And we're gonna get to the Royal Rumble on the water right quick, man.
SmackDown.
All right, for those of you that don't know, there was an incident the other day in Alabama. There were a group of adults that got rowdy on the was it the pier? Was it pier? Where
Mhm.
security guard was saying, "Hey, you gotta move your boat along because we have a bigger boat coming through." Like it was a river, was it, what the hell you call that thing? A river boat that was coming through from a cruise or whatever, doing like a short cruise around there. And these guys said, "No, we're gonna do that. We're gonna move." They started accosting the security guard. The security guard was getting beat up by like six to six, seven guys, and then a couple of people that
Hold
were
up, hold
around
up.
them.
What were the color? What were the color?
Of course, the people that started this, I don't want to be racist, but the people that started this were white folks.
All right.
They started this with a black security guard, and then
Well,
one guy. If you watch the video, you can go back up and see it. There was a guy over top of this. Watch this happen. He ran down. There was a young man that hopped off the boat, swam to shore to help the security guard fight these group of people. Uh,
Aquaman.
th- these white gentlemen were trying to bank this man, trying to whip his ass, and they were getting the better of him. But he was throwing punches. But once the boat actually pulled up, a lot of gentlemen hopped off the boat to help this security guard, and they didn't want no smoking to happen. They got their ass beat. These young ladies that were with these gentlemen want to get in on the action, which I don't suggest to these young ladies that are standing there. I know you got the urge to jump into a fight between men, but I wouldn't do that because I don't care how strong you are. A man is ultimately stronger than you, as a woman. Most of the time, not always, but most of the time. And that's not a situation I would jump into as a young lady. But hey, these women want to jump into that situation, and so they got handled accordingly. Some cheers came out, so people got hit with that Stone Cold Stunner.
TLC match.
Somebody got hit with the RKO.
Okay.
It was we seen I wish Jeff Hardy was actually jumped on top of Atlanta real quick against somebody. Small time fun with it, but he wasn't there. We saw a couple people that were trying to help. They got lost in melee. They jumped. They was like, "Hey, I got to do this. Jump in the water." A couple of young ladies got pushed in the water. They was getting in the way. Again, the cheer came out. It was a TLC match, looked like. Everybody got a couple of cheers, man. The cheer was the heavyweight champion of the world in that fight. These gentlemen were known to be doing this multiple times again. It's not the first time this happened with them. This is the first time it's escalated this far. But they are known nuisance in this area, and the captain from the ship said, "Hey, we get probably these guys every year. We tell them stop being jackasses. They don't want to listen. They got what they deserved." You see the interview from the captain later on. I'm not going to link it here, but we're going to look for it. There's videos of people getting arrested from this incident. There's a picture of a young lady
Mad videos
with her
mad angles.
nose. Her mugshot she looked like goddamn Squidward. I sent it to you, co-host, and you seen it. She looked like fucking Squidward with her nose. Her nose was like Gonzo. Like the shit is like down here, like blue and purple. Shit is wild. Shit is wild. Look like Gonzo or Squidward.
Let's cut to the chase. This was a QB movie. The reincarnation of the Avengers, of the Black Avengers, and I loved it.
Man, this is Royal Rumble in real life.
And the iconic moment is when security guard
Dude, the hat up.
tossed the hat up.
That was a cold,
my God. that was the Avengers signal. Oh my!
Right, but go watch the video. I'm not gonna play it here.
Look,
go watch the video of the brawl. That was SummerSlam right there. That was SummerSlam. SummerSlam can't beat that. SummerSlam cannot beat that. That was SummerSlam.
Look, I know that we shouldn't glorify violence and but
I'm glad the white folks got their ass beat.
I thoroughly enjoyed watching that fight, that brawl.
They started that fight.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I also thoroughly enjoyed it.
Like, because the white people that was in the room and talk about instant karma, and the 16-year-old young boy swam towards the fight.
Where about 100
like
yards.
Who does that?
And then,
man, Aquaman pulled up.
That young man was very brave and salute to that young man. Salute to that young man.
And think about it, like some of these people ain't know that security guard from a can of paint and came to his defense.
As they should.
And that's what I'm talking about. It's just a community, and even in this case, it's more or less not to make it racist, but I guess it would be this is like a racist type of situation that say you got to have each other's back.
Yeah.
And then
BRB.
And man, that brawl entertained me for a good 3 or 4 days of just seeing all the angles. We done seen chairs and people tossing in the water, and man, that old man, oh my God, that lady probably got CTE. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That woman, I'm like, they said with the chairs, like, it was like, we got back, got looked back for the 400+ years of slavery in that one swing. And, wow. And apparently, I think Roy has took a bathroom break. Don't mind him, so I'll just entertain you guys while he's away. But that fight was an instant classic. There's one for the ages. I don't think that we can recreate that.
But
Even well, actually, there were a couple of recreations that are actually
yeah, there's a
pretty
couple
cool on
recreations.
TikTok.
Skinner
And
Bone did one. A couple other people did one. Like the reactions. I mean, the recreations was cool. That's a moment that is you couldn't script that moment. You
you
cannot
can't
script that moment.
script it, man. Like
It's crazy
this,
because it came full circle on Twitter talking about that's what nigga name was supposed to be like. If
yeah,
for those of you that don't know, there was a couple years ago on Twitter, well, I guess like 6, 7 years ago, there was an article about then President Trump wanting a bigger Navy. It was a Yahoo article, but the person that wrote it said nigger Navy. There was a whole day on Twitter where Black Twitter again was going crazy about the nigger Navy talking about the USSS. What was it? How was it? Timberland boot, all this other stuff. Like it was ridiculous. The USS Durag and all this other stuff. Like it was hilarious. It was a very hilarious day on Twitter, and they said it's come full circle with this.
it was a proud moment in Black history with bro. It will forever go down in history.
Oh yes, this is a fire
Maybe
moment.
not necessarily written in the books, because you know the way right now some of
History books
the
are destroyed
educational
right now.
curriculum is topsy turvy. But
Yeah, we know
you
history
know,
books are destroyed right now, but yeah, no, this is one for history. This is a momentous event. This is a momentous occasion that will not be forgotten anytime soon.
it's a new meaning to when we say, "You think we need extra cheers?"
Oh yeah, that's a damn sure
New meaning.
new meaning for that. Yeah, the chair was a star of the show, man. The chair got so much love. It's ridiculous. Do you know people post up that came the next day take pictures of the chair?
Oh yeah, taking
That's
pictures with
crazy,
chairs
bro. That's
and
crazy, bro.
gotta be an uptick too.
Oh, chair sales got to go through the roof.
Oh yeah, most
Chair,
definitely.
chair sales had to go through the damn roof, man.
That's it. Today's price ain't yesterday's price,
No, man, that was a good little incident, though.
man. But
That
sound
was a palate cleanser for that we needed. That was a palate cleanser we needed for the timeline, man.
that was much needed, for the culture. And man, there's so much I want to say, but I'm gonna leave it for off here.
Yeah,
But that's one hell of a brawl that I advise and implore everyone to see,
watch it.
no
Yeah,
matter
watch it.
what color
Watch it.
you are.
Yeah, watch that, man.
Yeah.
Let's go over to a crazy story out of Illinois. All right, so apparently the governor of Illinois signed a bill where non-citizens can become police officers. So if you here as a legal alien, apparently you can become a police officer in Illinois and start arresting American citizens.
Yeah, how do you feel about that? You think that's right? Wrong?
I
How do you
don't
feel about
believe
it?
I don't believe that's correct when you as a non-citizen kid has the power to arrest American citizens.
Yeah, I think that it just leads to ultimately know what type. I mean, it's conscious. Is what's it? It's a walking contradiction essentially, right? Because you got somebody who's here illegally trying to reprimand people who are here legally, no matter. So essentially, you're hiring vigilantes, right?
What I think it means is that non U.S. citizens that have work visas or permission to work in the U.S. are they eligible to become police officers. But I still don't like that. I believe we should have to be a citizen to become a police officer in the U.S.
Yeah,
That's my opinion. Now, if you are a non-citizen, you want to do some type of activity like that, join the military.
I think it's just tricky. I think that
It is hopefully it overturn this. Hopefully this is just This is just conjecture. Let me look it up real quick. Let me make sure this I'm not reading this wrong. Hold on.
I'm all for people
I'm gonna look this
trying
up
to
real
make a
quick.
living for themselves,
Yeah, I'm not saying you can't have a
but
job, but police officers are very, very crazy job. I want people to actually
but
assist him
in
how to
terms
do
of law enforcement and how janky it is as is already anyway. I need things to be at least somewhat on the up and up as far as the credentials going. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, what? Illinois will allow some non-citizens to be police, but only those authorized to work and own a gun. Now, how the hell you a non-citizen and authorized to own a gun? That don't make no sense.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can't have. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I don't. It's yeah. Shit. I think it's people get arrested. Like that might be more for them to get off, right?
I don't know what's going on with this because
Because
it said this is for people that are lawful permanent residents or green card holders, as well as those in the country with permanent legal status but not yet full citizens. Now, how do you have permanent legal status here but not yet a citizen? I don't see how that works.
so I think it's one of those things where you get like a temporary. Yeah, it could be a temporary thing until you get your full. Like it's like a waiting period. Like some people get that full permanent residency to like what sometimes a year or 2 years afterwards. But they also get like a little temporary joint.
I don't know how this is gonna work.
And some people get like work visas.
I know it'll work with, but I don't understand how this don't set. How do you as someone that I had to talk to somebody about immigration law and
We'll look
getting it
more
down for me
into it,
because
but
this don't
but
sound right.
but let's stay with the point of like having illegal aliens as law enforcement, right?
This
Like overarching, how do you feel about that? Like, do you think that we should have that, or what do you
no,
think are the bad ramifications that could happen?
I don't. This is very tricky right here. This is very freaking tricky. It seems like it's a slippery slope. It look like to me because I'm located. Who decides who exactly gets this? Like who decides who is legal enough to get this? Well, we know people that are DACA and Dreamer Act people can't do this because they're not eligible to own firearms. But who says who is like if you get a work visa, would that qualify you? Like how what kind of visa do you need? Like who decides who gets this?
Yeah, it's like you said, a slippery slope,
This is some tricky
and
stuff. I need somebody that's actually interested into the laws and knows more about this to give us some help with this. This doesn't seem
I mean
correct.
the age old question, who's policing the police? You know, um,
Because this is crazy. Because how do you have people that aren't legally here arresting people for crimes when they're not here legally? That shit don't. It don't seem right. It can't be right. Like when I'm reading, it cannot be right. Like I need somebody to explain this shit to me.
and this is why we need updated laws and more clarification and more um, understanding as far as what the fuck is right and what the fuck is wrong. And um, powers that be need to make that more transparent and give more guidance to the general public or more updates as well, I would say. But yeah, that's a tough thing to think about, and more thinking heads that need to come together and try to make sense of it. Off of first hand knowledge, doesn't seem
This is a wild stuff, man.
copacetic. Um, I think if you're
I,
not a U.S. citizen or have some type of real permanent residency here, I don't think that you should be part of the law enforcement as well. But that's
we need
just my
legal permit
just,
right here.
that
Legal permit right here.
that
Not
was
what
a
we
legal.
saying here.
No, I
Legal
said
permit.
legal permanent. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Because
But
people like,
yeah,
oh, I've been here 35 years. They ain't caught me yet. Like, no, we need
no.
legal permit right here.
Legally, yes. So hopefully things can get more of up. So
We need some clarification to this law. 'Cause it's not sounding too correct in my ears. But I don't know. Maybe it's me. I don't know.
we'll see, man. This is ongoing investigation.
We'll go investigation, man. We'll go
Okay.
investigation.
All right, how many we got left for now? One more.
Let's see. Let's see. We talked about that. Oh, let's do the Spence Crawford fight.
Oh yeah, that's
That we will end on. We can end on that. We end on the Spence Crawford fight. Oh no, yeah, we can end on the Spence Crawford fight. Man, that was not the fight I was expecting.
yeah. I told people.
I expected Spence to put up more of a fight than that, but Crawford whipped his
I told
ass
people that
the
Crawford was
whole
gonna win.
fight.
You know how I think Crawford was definitely gonna win. That's
Uh,
when Earl Spence brought out whoever he brought out to for the intro for the walkout.
oh
Then
yeah,
nobody know who the person they brought up was, and we like brought out this guy, and then
yeah.
Terrence Crawford brought out Eminem. I'm like, oh yeah, Crawford definitely gonna win this. He spent his
man,
money on him
man.
for Eminem for the walkout. Oh
I
yeah,
would just say that if you haven't seen
and
it,
the song that you picked, lose yourself. Oh yeah, he definitely was going. He
if,
was. You're not losing to with a song with lose yourself. No, no.
if you ever seen the Crawford interview, I saw it after the fight. I think they did it before the fight, lead up to it. Crawford mama said he wasn't never gonna be shit and paid kids to beat his ass every day. And now the kids can beat his ass. He said, I never told him I love him. I ain't never told him I was proud of him. I ain't never told him he was good enough. But he proved me wrong. I'm like, if your mother hate you like this, nigga, you gotta hate your heart, bro. You got real hate. And he took that shit out on Spencer, and that was terrible.
Crawford.
That was an amazing answer. That was a
Oh
terrible
my
fucking
god.
thing for Spencer.
Crawford's
Jesus.
interview before the fight, he was calm, cool, collected, and he was really saying like, "Yeah, I'm about that life. I'm really gonna fuck him up
Bro, you see
and
that interview, you see
prove
how
everybody
hateful
wrong."
and ain't shit his mother is in that interview, yo. That shit is terrible.
I think that fight lasted a little bit too longer. I think that title should have been
Oh,
thrown
oh,
way
I know.
longer.
When the doctor came and checked on Smith, I thought the fight was over.
It should have been.
When the doctor
It should have
came
been
in and said and saw his face was lumped up like this, his eyes protruding out like that,
like
I thought the doctor was gonna stop the
he
shit.
could have died in there. Like
Oh yeah,
he really could
he
have
really
died
did.
because Errol Spence. It seemed like first round. You know what I mean? It seemed like all right, could have been. I mean,
You get
but
the feels, you get the
from
feels
the
like
rest of fight four, he was just getting his ass whipped.
after them couple knockdowns and his eye was bulging and shit, and the doctor came in like no,
Like
I was
I'm
like.
sure that one fight got him CTE.
I thought his corner was gonna throw the tailwind like in the round
They should
five.
have. He was
They
getting
didn't.
fucked up. He was really getting fucked up.
But
I felt bad.
he really wasn't fighting like that. They should have threw the tailwind on that man way earlier. And I'm glad they called it a TKO. Even though it was standing still, I'm glad they called that. But the ref was like, no, it's over with. It's done.
Yeah,
The ref
because
didn't want
yeah,
nobody to
if he
die
would have
because
went on,
that was done.
yeah, if it would have went on, it would got brutal for him. But
He could barely see. His face was lumped the fuck up. He was bleeding like crazy. Like it looked like you see the episode of Martin where after he fought
oh
Tommy Hearn,
yeah,
after, it looked
yeah,
like
you
that
know,
in
like a
real life.
flattened football
It looked like
with
that in
lumps
real
in it.
life. The shit was
Flattened football
crazy.
with lumps in it. Jeez, man. But Terrence Crawford, I think he proved that he's one pound for pound best fighters in the world.
Oh yeah.
I'm interested
Okay.
to see whether he does fight Tank, whether Tank.
Ooh,
Oh,
man,
I
Tank
think
got
Tank will have to
options.
go up a weight.
Tank
Clearly,
got options though. You know he got the Japanese, the Asian
I
dude doing.
but I think him Crawford and him will be one of the
Cross be
biggest
fire.
fights of the
Cross be
century.
fire. What was
But
it?
Crawford, I think Crawford said he doesn't think that fight's gonna happen though.
You know they take over. How about
Probably not.
class?
I think he could
I
though.
wouldn't yet. He could, of course he could. I wouldn't yet. I'll stick where I'm at.
But I mean, was I mean, do you really wait for Devin Haney or maybe Secure? I don't know. If I'm saying, I'm trying to do the biggest fight possible while I still can, still out here actively. Crawford's getting up there in age right now, so you know,
That's true.
time would be now, man. But I mean, that fight definitely don't want to see a second one. Errol Spence turns Crawford. If I do, I'm definitely not paying for it.
I, wa- I want to see the what the Japanese do in a way. Yeah. What weight class is he at? Hold on.
But one of the
Oh
big
no,
fights
he's too. I think he's
next
too.
coming up.
No, he's too
We
like.
got Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou in I think what October, November, something like that.
Hey, can I go fight somebody?
Tyson Fury versus Ngannou in
Got
boxing.
it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me look this up. Hold on. Let me look this up. Tyson Fury. Let's see. Tyson Fury next fight. Oh, she said he might retire at the next fight. God damn.
Who might retire?
Tyson Fury.
I can see. I mean, ain't
He
nobody
said after
really.
this fight he might retire.
You can see that because ain't nobody really want him to fight. Really, yeah, because ain't nobody really for him to fight. Really.
Okay. Canelo's fighting Charlo September 30th. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be a good fight. Next month.
Against Charlo.
Yeah. You know, Charlo's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good fight. Man, Tank got the when can Tank fight?
Later this year, I think he's supposed to be fighting allegedly. But we got some good fights coming up soon, especially in UFC. By the way, um, next big one is going to be what Sugar Sean O'Malley versus I can't think of his name right now. No.
Let's see. Let's
Sean
see.
O'Malley against the champ. What's his name? I don't know why right now. I'll come back to me. I'm gonna skip to the next fight. Now we're gonna have Israel Adesanya, Sean Strickland. That's in September. Uh, then we're gonna have
Oh, it's Sterling O'Malley. Sterling and O'Malley.
oh yeah, my bad. Sterling O'Malley. Then we're gonna have Adesanya Strickland, Makhachev, and Makhachev and not and Charles Oliveira. Yeah, Makhachev, Charles Oliveira, and then we got John Jones versus Stipe. So we got a couple of good fights going on coming in the UFC.
Oh, where's John Jones? Oh, let's see. John
Yep,
Jones is
John
November.
Jones Stipe.
Goddamn.
That's gonna be in
That's in
Madison Square
November.
Garden, right? Or Barclay, one of them. I think Madison Square Garden.
That's all the way in November. Goddamn.
Yeah.
He said
So we got a couple good fights coming
Makachev and
going on,
Olivier.
man.
Damn, it's October. Yeah. Okay, it is Madison Square Garden.
Right. All right, bro. Oh,
This is fun. This is a
what else
good
do we
program.
got?
That's it. That's it. That's it.
That's it. That's
That's
all we have, man. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning into the Simply Awesome podcast.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
Moment of transparency. Dealing with my dad this past year with with him, um, his health and it weighed on my mental health as well, and even trying to have consistency with the podcast. I do apologize for you guys for not consistently uploading and not having um, a tremendous amount of content for you guys, like uh, that you deserve. And I was just going through a lot, so don't blame it on Royal. Don't
Understandable.
blame it on not really having guests like that. It's just more or less that for me, being mentally there as far as giving content and even focus on what's happening in the world. It was tough, just in a general aspect of that. But but now I'm more than focused than ever to give you guys as much as I can and to be there for you guys as much as you guys have been there for me, man. Thank you for all the love and support that you've given for the pod. We've been going strong since 2020, and thank you, Coles, for all your love and support as well. Couldn't do this without you. And
Like,
thank you for all the guests and first time viewers, last time viewers, everybody overseas as well, man. Please stay safe. Uh, thank you for all your thoughts and prayers. I'm sending my thoughts and prayers for you guys as well. Just trying to make it through the rest of this year. And we're going to
what
make
year?
it through, man. And we're going to keep on pushing through. We're going to try
Yes,
to stay
sir.
19 and free and keep on moving forward as well, man. Thank you. This is Simply Awesome Podcast. Until next time, see you later.
Yep.